Hello, what is up guys, Fruitsmilly here, back on another Minecraft video, and we are on the newest snapshot for Minecraft. This is Snapshot 13W36A, so it's the year 2013, and the 36th week of the year. So that means that this is the first snapshot for 1.7, and it's really cool, I have to say. Anyway, let's see what they added. First off, they seem to have added 4 new fish, which are raw salmon, cooked salmon, clownfish, and pufferfish. Now, these fish can all be now, and you still have your conventional cooked fish and raw fish, but these are the new fishes that have been added to the game. You can still fish these like you normally would. You just have to wait longer because these are obviously going to be a little bit more, a little bit rarer. But anyway, if we were to check this, the raw salmon, the clownfish, and the pufferfish, they don't have a cooked form, which I'm assuming you can just eat raw. Let's toggle down fall. But I'm assuming you can just eat these raw, but whereas the raw salmon, you can also eat it raw, but as the raw fish, just as the raw fish, if you were to cook it, you could obviously get a lot more hunger back for it. And these are really cool because the new fish can be added as decoration, which adds some more depth to the game, because fish were kind of like a dying food in the game, but this actually brought it back. Adds a lot more reasons to try these fish out because they're a lot cooler. And something else, you cannot cook these fish at all, but if you try to cook the raw salmon, you can obviously see you can get your cooked salmon from that, which is pretty cool. And as we're on the topic of fish, let's head over here. Let me just set the time. Right, this you can now enchant fishing rods with these 2 new enchantments that have been added. So if we go into tools, we can see they've added the Luck of the Sea enchantment and the Lure enchantment. Now, pretty much what this means is Luck of the Sea. I'm guessing that means a higher chance to get rarer fish, such as like clownfish and pufferfish, and Lure means a higher chance to catch fish in general, which is pretty cool, I would say myself. And these can be either enchanted directly onto a fishing rod from, say, using an enchantment table, or you can use it by adding books to the fishing rod using an anvil. So let's mosey down the line. First, we have all these new flowers. We have the allium, which is a nice looking purple flower. So now next we have the blue orchid, which is a blue flower that kind of splits off. It's quite small, but it looks nice. The third flower we have is the poppy. Now this flower, it has replaced the red flower in Minecraft. So instead of having the yellow flower and the red flower, now all we have is the poppy, and it serves as the same purpose. You can make a dye out of it, which is the same as all of these flowers that you can now make a dye out of. Next flower we have is the sunflower. It's 2 blocks high, very nice looking. We've seen lots of pictures of these already from Mojang itself, so that's really nice. We're just gonna grab one of those 2. Next we have the azure bluette. Now, weird thing about a lot of these flowers is they have pretty weird names, I would say. But anyway, it's a really small white flower. It looks dwarf next to the sunflower, but it's quite quaint and probably is gonna make a nice decoration around your house. And finally, we have let's grab this. Now we have the red tulip, the orange tulip, the white tulip, and the pink tulip. You don't want that. And these are a bunch of new flowers. They're all of tulip type, so they all have the same like stem. But as you can see, they have different color flowers on the top. So red, orange, white, purple, pink. So it just follows what color and their name is. And next we have the oxeye daisy. And this looks like a regular flower like I'm used to, like I draw and stuff. This is just your white flower with yellow in the middle, which is probably the flower a lot of people are familiar with, because the daisy is actually a really nice flower, and it's almost everywhere, I believe. So if we could just go with the crafting bench for now, we can see that if you put any of these flowers in, you get a dye that relates to the color that the flower is. So the poppy gives you rose red, the sunflower gives you yellow, the azura gives you a light gray, the red tulip gives you red dye, the orange tulip gives you orange dye, and the lilac gives you gray dye. It's pretty cool. It's a new way of getting tons of dyes without having to go and mix and match different things together. So anyway, let's continue. We now have the lilac flower. This is another 2-high flower. Very nice, purple and pink. Oh, now we have the double tall grass, I believe. Yeah, so it's pretty much just a variation of the tall grass. Instead of being 1 block high, it is now 2 blocks high, which is pretty nice, I would say. Can be used in custom maps and like whole big areas like safaris with very tall grass, but like people can stalk their prey and animals can be there. Anyway, next we have the large fern. So like the double tall grass is a variation of the regular fern, being 2 blocks high and just getting a little bit more dense. It looks a little bit more dense, I would say, with a lot more like stuff in the middle, because this is really small and pretty like doesn't even take that much of the hitbox. But anyway, the next flower that's been added is the rose bush. Now this is very cool. This is a very nice flower I enjoy. It is a red flower with tons of stems. Maybe they'll add it so you take damage. So let me just check. So maybe they'll add it into the game where if you like walk up to the rose bush, you would take like damage, like say the thorns would hurt you or anything. But that's a very nice flower, I would say. It looks pretty cool, and it looks very, very unique compared to some of the other flowers in Minecraft. And finally, we have the peony. The peony is a very dense looking flower. It has like purple, pink, and white on the top, which is a very nice mix, I would say. These flowers all gonna look amazing in Minecraft when they're officially added. So you're just gonna see this spawning around, and if you have like fields of flowers, it's gonna look absolutely amazing, I would say. But like the other flowers I've just shown you, you can actually make these into dyes. And the thing is that these flowers, 2 tall flowers, will give you 2 times as much dye. But anyway, now we're looking at the new blocks in the game. The podzol, I don't really know. This a podzol, I guess. This is gonna be a new block that's gonna be featured in the game. It's gonna be a variation of soil. So if we grab our diamond shovels, if you use silk touch on the podzol, oh, I'm in creative here. That's a stupid mistake. If you use a silk touch on the podzol, you can see you can get the podzol back. But if you use a regular conventional tool on the if you don't use silk touch, you get dirt back. So you just gotta make sure. And another thing is, I don't believe podzol spreads in this game, so you gotta be quite like sparing with it. But anyway, the next block that's been added to the game is packed ice. This is gonna be a variation of our original ice block. So if I grab this, if you see I use a regular tool or whatever on the packed ice, I get nothing. But if I were to use silk touch, I get a packed ice back. So this is pretty cool, I would say. These can be pretty nice building blocks. They now look at the differences between this and your regular sand is regular ice. I mean, it is regular ice. It's a lot easier to break. See, this takes a lot more time. And also, if you break this ice with a regular tool, water comes out. But if you break this ice with a regular tool, nothing happens. And the final difference I would say is regular ice is transparent, whereas packed ice you cannot see through. And sadly, we do not currently know how to craft these because Mojang has not released a lot of details yet. They want to keep a little bit of it secret. But I'm trying to see if you guys can get as much information as I know, so you guys can understand a little bit more about this snapshot. So as this being the terrain update, let me just show you guys. This is a new thing that they were talking about, how now in biomes, as you go up, snow will spawn there. So it gives the effect that the elevation is going higher, so the temperature is dropping, and it makes Minecraft a little bit more realistic, which is very nice. And this is an extreme hills biome, I believe. But as you see, it used to be taigas are the only one that have snow. But this just makes the game look a little bit more, I would say, just realistic overall. Give the game some more flair, some oomph. But anyway. Oh, sorry about that, you guys. If you come over here, there are 2 new biomes right here, bordering each other. This one is the canopy forest, I believe. Oh, the roofed forest. Let me fix that. Yeah. It's a pretty cool forest. It seems to be made out of spruce and oak leaves. And a unique fact about this forest is mushrooms naturally spawn here. So it's like a mushroom biome, only it has a mixture of, just looks more like, it looks a lot like a, I don't know how to say it, it's like a canopy, like a jungle canopy. It looks almost like a jungle biome pretty much, but a little bit cleaner. I described this when I was looking at this. I thought of it as the Twilight Forest of vanilla Minecraft. If we go over here, this is the newest biome just added to Minecraft. It is the Mesa Plateau. So if we just head over here, as you see, the Mesa Plateau, which is absolutely amazing. It adds these new shadings for trees and soil, so it's a lot darker, a lot less lifelike. And if we go over here, you can see we have these dead bushes everywhere. The majority of the whole thing is made out of clay, so this gives a very nice clay look, I guess you would say. It actually makes it look like the Grand Canyon in some cases, like out there in Arizona and Nevada and stuff, which is very nice, I would say. A great addition to Minecraft, because almost all biomes are still right now made out of sand, soil, and stone, and this just switches it up a little, makes the game a little bit more interesting. And this is one last thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about. If we go down to this water area right here, and let me grab some sugarcane, like so. Let's just show you. Sugarcane in different biomes now has a different color. So right now we are in the Mesa Plateau, Mesa area. So it's gonna have that very dark, kind of sad color, I would say. But if we go over to a different biome, let me just kill myself and grab the sugarcane again. So right now we are in Extreme Hills. If we go over to here and plant some of this, as you can see, ooh, dang it. But yeah, well, I can't plant it here for some reason. But anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this type of snapshot update. It's gonna be the first one that I've done. Well, let me just try planting again. Let me just try. Oh, there we go. As you see here, it has like a very light color, very nice. But anyway, that's gonna be it for this snapshot update, you guys. Thank you guys for watching. It's been Fruit Smoothly, and as always, see you guys next time. And I'll be here next week for another snapshot update. Anyway, see you guys, and peace.